Okay, hi. Now what I will be doing, another test, and what I have is this piece that's written already on it and marked the indications. And here is the empty spray, and there are still visible things there. So I think I will do that one with the marked things on it. I'll put it on the table. Now 1 minute. I have one more, but it's not so interesting because that is completely marked, all of it. So, and also from the other side. So, good. So, so my plan is this time to do this big one that is already marked with X coordinates, Y coordinates, depth and decibels. And let's pause this one. Okay, so I'll do another experiment with this thing from the beginning. Also, I have some music in, but I cannot put it on YouTube because I'll get banned with this video, so I will put some music in the description. You can listen to it while you do UT also, or watch this video, so you have an idea of what I'm listening to keep my brain working a bit, so it's not frozen completely. I need to take what I was working with and just use it for the next one, this video. Okay, so working with USM Go Plus angle probes, weld checking. Thickness is 24 and 77, 24 and 24, so it will be 25 for us. Two angles. Scanning A, this side, not the bottom. A1, A2. Let's say here is 0 marked already, so on this part here is 0, and the X is this way. Yes, because it's 150. Don't curse. Okay, here is 0. Here the indication is x150 and x150. That means that it's somewhere here, 150. Okay, now y is from here, and this one is from 180 to 220. This one is from 15 to 18. Okay, 80. So that one and that one. The depth here is from 16 to 25. So down there. Here is from 14 to 25. So also down there. And that's because it was to 25. I checked the other side to check if I can find the crack with the empty magnet. And yeah, there is something to see, but not for today. And the decibels that I have written. Okay, so that's the piece. Okay, I'll put the cable in because everything is cabled now because I don't want anything to die on me while I'm working. Two angles from one side. Now, why two angles? Two angles is because when I check the standard, it says the thickness from 15 to 40 you should check with two angles. Okay, and this is 25, so I need two angles. What angles is a different thing, but I need to use two angles. Now I take this thing and I look at 25. 25 is 20. Okay, 18. I will check how much is there. Okay, but it should be 18. 18, there will be no 18 here. Okay, so, but with 60, it's 13 centimeters, and with 45, it's 8 centimeters. Okay, so I don't remember with what angles I have done that, because according to the standard, and if you have enough place and the recommendations, maybe not, so from here to here, yeah, for this demonstration, let's say what I will do is 60 and 45. For normal job I would take 25 and 60. Well, what I said is wrong. I would take 70 and 60. Yeah, that's already not working. 70 and 60. But for this demonstration, what I will take is 60 and 45, because I didn't work with 45 yet. Okay, so that's what we'll do. The cleaning area then for this one is 14 and 10. We have here 12 and here 12. Okay, so a little bit too little. Okay, because the weld, as you can see, is like, I have no idea what that is. Okay, but that's what I have, so I cannot push it closer. Maybe I'm not the welder. Okay, no comment about that. So I will do then 45 and 60. I will start with 60 and I will check what? Can I find the same things that are marked here? Okay, that will be the example, and if I can find some, there is more in here, but if you find a bigger defect here and here, well, you don't have to spend half a day on it sitting. You just mark and throw it away. Okay, so that's the way it should be done. So let's do the 60 and then 45. Now what I will do is I will clean a bit. It's clean enough. Now I need to put on the 60, but I need transfer correction. So I'll put two cables with the 70s. I will do the transfer correction, and after that we will connect the probes. So pausing, connect the cables, and then connect the probes, and then put the gel on here. Let's check transfer correction on here. On here, we won't make it here because too much space in here, too little space in here. Okay, then pausing because I don't want to spend all the time and my phone can die. What I will do now is recall data set of transfer correction. Unfreeze. Now put in the thickness. That's 25. That's right. And then the range is too big. We need something like that. And then that's it. Now, if you have a bigger piece, the way you do it is you take the bucket, you put in the brush, and you put on the gel. Okay? We'll take some more when we need that. Now, we'll put the ruler on. I cannot fit in this way, so I'll taking the second one that I have put somewhere, and I'm checking with this what I can find. Not much. Where is it? And why isn't it working? That's very small. That's okay. That's, oh, I have put a 70 and a 60. Okay. 70 is here. Now maybe we will have a better result. Okay, we have something. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so where is the gate? Where is the gate? Come on, gate. And here is the gate. And when we move the probes, and what we see is that we are going up over the line, and how much? Okay, 1.7. Okay, move a little bit to another place. Well, that is plus 1.3. Plus 1.7. Okay, let's move. 1.7 for now. On the other side, what we have is, okay, something like, I can put on maybe more gel because it doesn't connect very well. Okay, I cannot get this high here, or maybe I can. Okay, so it's okay. That's not easy. I need more lubricant. I need more lubricant. Okay, now here we go. So what I have here is okay, then 1.3. So in the middle it will be 1.5, let's say. Okay, something like that. One is better than the other. That's not very smooth, but so something is sticking there. I don't like that, but I have what I have. Okay then. I don't have the patience now already, so the transfer correction for this one will be 1.5. That's over the line, so it's too high. We need to decrease the sound. What I do now is go to the big menu, take the file, take the 60-degree duck, and I will tell you once again that I have made the transfer correction with 4 megahertz probes. Okay. Now, the 60-degree that I will be working is 2 megahertz. You cannot do that. The 45 also is 2 megahertz. You cannot do that I'm doing now. But with this machine, I have what I have. I have other probes, okay? But I'll do, and I'll check the decibels. It's like an experiment, okay? But that's not the way you do it and you write the paper. You need to, if you do the transfer correction with 2, so you work with 2, okay? And not all kinds of, don't do all kinds of things. So I will put on the black one 60 degrees, and I will take the green one and put it aside. Now what I need to do is put the transfer correction in and also check the thickness. Let's pause and clean. So the thickness and the transfer correction. Okay. I won't put in the transfer, I will. Thickness. Transfer correction. Okay, if this is, I need to decrease it. So if this is the, you can find the corner if you need something to be on the screen. So if I want to make this spike smaller, what I will do is make it smaller, 1.4. Okay, and go home. Here you go. That's 60. What I'm doing now is talking with you. Talking to myself exactly. If I tell exactly what I do. Okay, now I will be scanning and I will check if I can find the things in here or in other places and how I would mark it. Let's check the screen while I'm scanning. So the way you do it is like that. Okay, I will increase the gain so I can see the end here. Here you go. Now I know where it starts and things like that. Okay, and you scan it and you look for something. That's the bottom and that's the top. And for now, yeah, there is something here, but that's, yeah, that's small. And that's at the end of the weld, so I don't check 2 centimeters there. So there is something, okay? Now let's move, and maybe somewhere I will find something. If I can't find it, I will take the 70-degree probe. Okay, here is something. Here is some. Okay. So it's at the top here. And it already crossed the line here. Okay. That's the line of the acceptance line. So that's a bad line. That's registration. That's our reference. Okay. So that's already okay. Now where I am, if you cannot see, yeah, you cannot. It's at the start of this line. I won't move the phone, or maybe I will, to on this side. Let's try this way. Or then this side. Because I'm scanning from here. Okay, here you go. Maybe it's better this way. Here you go. It is falling, but okay. Here you go. I'm scanning this way, okay, and then where the spike starts to appear is like here, okay, and it's at the start of this point, okay. So I have found something in the beginning here, okay, and the gate is not in the right place. I need to move the gate a little bit back and like this. And now what I see is the depth should be 14 and 25. So it's at on the bottom should be. Now that one is here. Okay. So, okay, here is another thing at the bottom. Come on, now gate back. Maybe this one I need to find. There are a lot of things in this world. So now, this thing is 18 in the depth. Okay, from 14 to 25, that's something here, okay? That's starting, not this one, maybe this one. Okay, let's move. Still there is something here at the top and still nothing there. Okay, there is something still here, but too small. Okay, here, and then according to the line it's ending here. Okay, that one is not dead. Let's move. I don't know with what probe I marked it. Okay, here is another one. Okay, here. I reached another line. Okay, and then what I got here is another spike here. You can see, yeah, that is on this line. So here it appeared, and the decibels is another thing, but here, and it disappeared here. Nothing to see here with a 60. Okay, here is something in here, here is something in here, but not the defect that it's the decibels, it's not high enough. Okay, here it's coming, here it's coming. Okay, so we need to check the standard and things like that to report it or not to report it. But there is something. Now here there is not much, nothing appears. Now here maybe it's starting also here, the starting spike appears where the line is. Okay, here is something else appearing here, 2 spikes. Okay, and then here is, I didn't mark this one. Okay, that's from one side with a 60. I'm going to another side. I want it not to fall. 25 minutes. Okay, let's do like this. I'm looking at the screen, and there is nothing that I want to see. Okay. Now here is a spike, and that's in the middle of the line. So I can see also here, and at the bottom here, you see? This is at the bottom, at the edge of the two legs. So that's the bottom. Okay, so it starts somewhere here, spiking, and then here it's spiking, and then it should disappear. Maybe here there is nothing here. Okay, here there is still something here. If it reached, it's plus 3.3, so now it's like minus. If I can reach that one, okay, not yet. Okay, let's go down, and then here once again I have reached the line and it's shooting. Okay, the decibels are not so great. Yeah, it's going there. Here you can see that. Okay, now it's shooting through the roof there, and I need to make it smaller so I can. Okay, here is the defect that is marked with some kind of angle earlier. Okay, so here is the beginning maybe, and here is the defect at the bottom, 225 from 16. Here is shooting. Okay, let's try to find the right amplitude. How much is there? I will put the gate somewhere here. Let's check what I can find. Here we need to turn it a bit. Okay, what I have found is plus 2.7. That's plus 9. So it was shooting very high, but for now it's okay. Here it's 2, it's 3. What I can do is write it down. Okay, so here is our block, and here is one defect, and here is another one, and from this side what I get is plus what it was there. Okay, here plus 3, let's say plus 3 with 60 on here somewhere. Okay, once again that you should already throw away. That's not good. Okay, now let's move. Okay, let's move up, and then maybe to find the starting point, the depth. Here I cannot see anything. Okay, I can see, but the decibels are too small. So I cannot identify this one. Okay, this one, where it starts. Okay, that's already the bottom. 24, 25. Okay, now where is the end? So I'm starting here, and where it ends. Okay, here maybe. Here when it crosses this line. So here. Okay, that's 16. I have written 16 here. Okay, let's move. Okay, it's shooting maybe here, let's say. Yeah, that's 16, 17, the depth of and then it's moving up. Okay, so here the starting point. Okay, let's move. Okay, here it's 6. Okay, what I'm looking at is not the gate. Now, well, that is 14. That's not 16. That is the defect is like here 10. Okay, so here it starts from 10 here, and then it moves up 15 and, well, 25 here. So the starting point should be something like 10, 9. Okay. Now okay, here it starts because it's under the line. So the starting point to cut is like here. Now it shoots up. So that's okay. And here the depth of this spike is like 11. Here 9. So it should be from 9, the depth from 9 to, well, that's 25 here. So the depth is not exactly right. If you, yeah, that is marked with the 60. Okay, you can check with the 70, 45, and these will be different. Okay, then, okay, I will put 45 and check what I can get. I want to get the decibels of this one, if I can make it a defect that is bad enough. I don't think so. It's not so bad. I cannot find very bad, very high spike in here. It's quite low here. It's recording level now. It's reaching recording level. Okay, so I have, if I have such a thing, I have to put it into the paper and give it them, and say, do whatever you want with it. Cut it or leave it. Okay. Here, so it's reaching the recording level. Okay, that's -8 from that side. And here it's over recording level, but under the acceptance level. Okay, here you can see that I cannot reach that with this line, with this defect on here. Enough of 60. Let's put on 45. Half an hour. Go in files, 45 duck, unfreeze, go back, thickness, back. Okay, let it be 3 legs then, because with 2 legs, I don't know. The weld is very thick here, so I cannot reach in the middle. Okay, let's check what we can find with a 45. Not really much for now. Here is something starting to shoot, okay, but not very high, but high enough. Here is the start. Okay, it went through. Okay, yeah, and it's not where I marked it, because it's near it. It's longer than I marked it, this defect here. So what I need to do is move the gate on it. Here. And now I can see I didn't check the transfer correction. So if it's the same 1.5, we have to minus it. Okay, so here we have 3 plus 3. So half of it will be plus 1.5. It's bad enough. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So here is from that side 45, and then it's plus 2 dB. The depth is 12 and the 22 from the nose. Okay, so 22 is somewhere here, not exactly at this spot. Okay, so here is some kind of defect. 12, it's from 14 to 25. Okay, let's check what else we can find. Okay, one more, but not in here, where there is nothing marked. Okay, it goes also through over there. Okay, 3. So 3 minus 1.5 is, okay, 4 already. So 2.5. Okay, that's a different defect that there is a lot of things in here. So here, maybe it's the same, but okay, then here is decibels 2.5. The depth of it is 10. My music is shutting down. I don't want it to shut down. Okay, so here is from the start 6. Okay, maybe here 6, and then moving up, and I cannot move the probe closer because the weld is not letting me. Okay, let's move. Okay, that's already, that's maybe the same defect. It's going, I'm going okay, that's reaching the line. You can see, so that's the same one, the long one, the long one, the long one, the long one is going, it's going, it's going, it's going. It's finished. So in where I didn't mark it. Okay. Okay. And then this one, you cannot see anything that is marked with a 45. Let's do the other side. Okay, here's something that is not marked. Okay, here it goes to the black thing, to the black line. So I will not mark it. You can see that there is a problem. Okay, if I put this probe on empty space, here you can see that you cannot see anything because there is nothing in the metal. Okay, you cannot see anything. So no defects in the metal here, and no defects in the metal here. So if you see something, that's a problem, okay? Because there is something reflecting the sound, nothing. If you put it to the corner here, okay, you start seeing things because it's reflecting from the back down there, okay? Here, it's the bottom corner here. Now it's the top corner here. Okay, so these are defects that are 90-degree sharp corners. Okay, you can see that. In the middle there is nothing. Okay, here you can see. So in here, if there is something here, then there is a problem because something is reflecting this thing. What is there? That's another question. Okay, here. Let's move. Already 40 minutes. I'm playing with this thing. Okay, I'm reaching this defect, and I can see that I cannot see it clearly. With a 45, I cannot see it. Here, nothing. So I will put 70, because with 60 I have found them, but maybe not the way decibels are written here, because it should shoot through the roof. Okay, so that's 45. I have found different defects here in the middle where it's not marked with 45. Okay, and here I think also something is shooting here that is not marked here. So these are different defects in here with 45 that are not marked. I will put the 70 now. Let's pause a bit. let's go to the big menu, to files, take the 70 duck, not transfer correction, the number duck, enter. Now go unfreeze, go back and change the thickness. Enter. Going back. Now the legs are 2 legs. Okay, good enough. Maybe decrease. No, let it be this way. The gate is not in the right place. I need to be somewhere here. Okay, transfer correction is not done, so we are minus 1.5. Okay, let's have it in our mind. Let's scan. I'm scanning now with a 70. Okay, only. Okay, what is that? That's noise, let's say. Okay, now when something reaches this line, we should check it, but nothing yet. Okay, nothing yet. Where the 45 found the defect, 70 doesn't see anything. Now we are starting with a line, and we might see something. Okay, here is at the exactly at the bottom here. Okay, it's 25. From the nose is 52. 52 from the nose is where a lot of here where the line is. It's in the middle, 52. So I have done that with 70 then. Okay, here is the start, okay, of the, let's say, defect. Here is no defect, and here it starts. Okay, now what is the end? There is nothing here and nothing here. Okay, here it's shooting a little bit more. Okay, I will check that one from the other side also. So I am working with one. I'm working with one and I cannot see anything. And then maybe I will start to see something. Okay, here something is here. Here you can see, yeah? It's spiking. Here a little bit more, here a little bit more, a little bit more, and it's going up there. Okay, now, okay, here, and then here is nothing already. Now here is something also, but okay, so I should check what the decibels I can find here. Okay, it's written plus 3.3. Okay, what I can find with this one is I need some more lubrication. I can find like I don't know. It spikes sometimes, so you have to find a place for it. Okay, now it's okay over the reporting line. Here it spikes a bit. No, from that side I cannot find a lot of decibels. From that side maybe, okay, so I have minus what, -6, -7, -5, okay, -5, so it's over the recording level but under the acceptance level. Here we have a spike, it's -5.5. So with this thing, okay, that's the what do you call it, acceptance line that I think I have reached here, -4. -4 is already a defect. Okay, now you have to check the, according to the standards, the length of the defect and what is allowed, what is not allowed, according to what acceptance level and things like that. But here I can reach -4 with this one. Okay, that's -4, that's not +3. I can see that here, -4, and it's at the bottom. Why it's not so high, I have no idea, because I'm using 4, not 2, for transfer correction, and with what probes I was using a different machine with different probes, so the defect is there. Let's do this one, the second one. All of these are fine for me except the decibels. The decibels with this one are lower than what I have written here. Now here, the start is here. Here you can see it's shooting. That's the end of the line. Now I got +9. So over the black line I got even higher, a lot higher. So what I can find here, let's move it down. It should shoot higher, but okay. Here. Well, I have reached the black line, so it's already 0. Okay. At the end. Okay, I saw something more, but let's move. Here is the defect, here is the defect, it's going, it's going, it's going, and here it still is here, and then it's gone. At this end, at the end, it's not marked because 1 centimeter is nothing here, it's clean, okay, here. And then when you move, it starts appearing here. So it's the start, and then here is the defect, here is, okay, here is the defect over the evaluation line, over the reference line +7, okay, so, and then it's still shooting, okay, here is over the black line, and then it disappears. Nothing here where the mark is not there, okay? So over the black line, but not +9, okay? Let's move here to the other side, okay? So nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Now it's starting to appear here where the mark is, okay, here. It's started spiking, so I'm marking from this point where it starts to reach this bottom line. According to this, that's the start. We should clean from here, okay? Okay, here is nothing, here is spiking, okay, spiking, spiking, spiking. How much is maybe to the black line? Maybe not. Okay, over the black line here, you should wiggle it a bit. So you, okay, here +4 already from that side. Okay, +5, +6, +7. Okay, here +7, +7 and 7. Okay, plus whatever, 7, let it be 7. Moving on. Now going down and disappearing. That's not marked. So here is the start, like 1 centimeter. Here it's starting here, and then it's spiking, spiking, spiking here, spiking a lot here. Okay, it's like we saw 7, so it's not 9, but it's 7. Okay, so it's close to what I have written here. Okay, here you can see. Yeah. Okay, so this is the defect, and where it starts, let's talk about this kind of movement. Okay, here, so I'm moving it from the weld backward. Okay, and here it starts. Okay, here, so I'm checking 21. That's written 16. Okay, now I'm moving it back. It's shooting, 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 and it's going, and then it disappears somewhere here. Okay, so somewhere here where it disappears, this thing, okay, is 13, let's say. Yeah, I have put 16 here. Okay, so here it goes up and it goes down somewhere. Okay, so the way you check it is, here is the start, let's say. Okay, I'm tired already, it's Sunday and already 19. Okay, so here, okay, it's shooting up there somewhere and then it disappears. So when it disappears, it's 13, it's 16 there. Okay, so you just write from 13 to 25. Okay, now on another place, okay, here where it disappears, here 13, it's moving up and then it disappears here 21. Okay, so from 13 maybe to, okay, moving up and then disappears 20, 19. Okay, so from 13 maybe to 25, half of it. Yeah, that's the way you do it. But not with the transfer correction. You should do that the way you have to do it according to the standard. And what you saw also is that there are other indications inside that you can find with 45. Okay, okay, maybe I'll fall. Okay, I have no words. I will turn it and show you with the phone what is there with a magnet. Okay, if you want to look at it. And that's it for now. That's okay. I have tested all three now. 45, 60, and okay, not very clear already, but there are some indications. I'll take this phone. Okay, what I have here is the marks of the magnet. Okay, here are the indications. Here, each of these is an indication. Okay, there was a weld here. There was a weld here. I just grinded it away. Okay, so here are the indications of on the other side. And of course, when you do the UT, you should find this one and this one. Okay, it's not like straight all over, but here, okay, here's something. Maybe it's a mark of mine. No, it's here. Maybe it's an old part, so maybe it's already here. Okay, What else here? Here is indication, and I think here is an indication. Yeah, these ones. Here is something. Yeah, okay, so all over the place, over this part, there are indications at the bottom. Okay, what's inside? I have no idea. Well, what UT shows me is there are problems in there. If you have them at the surface, then you can do MT, PT, whatever you want, and check. And check if you are seeing them, what you have found with the UT machine. The music is still playing in the yeah, so okay, what I have done is made the second test of the thicker metal, thicker weld with the 70, with the 40, 60, and with the 45, and maybe you saw how you do it and how you look at the screen, at the lines, and how you mark it on the block, and maybe you have an idea how it works. One more thing, I have 3 minutes, I will pause. When you do UT, you have to be careful if you have such a weld. I sometimes have such a weld. What happens is, when you scan, I grinded it, but if I get this, I know I will have problems. Because when I'm scanning this way, everything is fine, but when I move the probe here, it goes here, and it goes all over the place, and it goes back, okay? And, or it goes, I have no idea where, but you have an indication. And then when you measure this thing, there is a spike in your screen, okay? With a gate, you can see this spike, that it's either here, the indication is here, because you measure with a ruler, and you see that the indication is like on the edge, let's say, okay, or in here, okay, not like if the weld is like this, the indication can be here, can be here, can be here, but it can be here. But it's a wrong indication because of the sound path. When you put it on another side, the problem is the same. It goes and it shines, and so if you measure from here and it shows here, what I have done is I asked the welder to grind this away, okay, because I was defecting like meters of the weld. And when he did that, he made this completely clean. You can make it smaller, but not like this. Then there were no defects because of the sound. So if you find a weld that you have to do, and it's high welding caps there and all kinds of things, okay, you should think about it, how you mark the defects, or because if there are a lot, you have a problem. And another thing is, you should turn around the piece and check from the other side. That's what my colleague, UT specialist, recommended, and that also worked. But I also asked to grind it away, because they didn't need that. They grinded it later. So he just grinded it. I asked to turn it over once again, and there were no defects. So you should think about what you defect and how much, okay? And this is one of the problems that you should think about when you have such a thing, okay? And then if you can see that on the piece, if it's welded in the box, you have no idea what is there. So then you have to decide, you want to cut it because it's a defect, or what you do, because it's not in the weld, it's near the weld on the corner. So I have done in this situation what I have done, because it was showing here and here, so I just say, as I just said, go it, I will work. I had the magnet, I cleaned the surface of the weld 1 meter, and I made the magnet, because if it's on the it showed on the surface the defect here and here, so I should see with a magnet, and I put the magnet on this meter from there, and there was nothing, and it showed it. Then I thought, okay, I have defected with UT or the meter, but the magnet doesn't show anything. There is a problem. So you call someone that knows stuff, and he recommends stuff, and then you grind, you turn, you do your work, so you don't defect the things that are not there, okay? So you should think about it, because there are indications that are not real indications, and one of them is what I showed you, okay? That's it for now. That's it for Sunday. For today, that's what I will be doing, a straight probe, because what we didn't do in all of this is what you have to do according to the standard is put this near the weld and check the heat affected zone of 1 or 2 centimeters near the weld, then put this on another side and check the weld with this thing, okay? So I have not calibrated it, I have not done the transfers, corrections and things, so this will be the in other videos, the straight probe. The angle probes are finished. If you listen to the music that I will put in the description, and you have an offer to listen to some music that you listen to when you do your job, then write it in the comments under this video. I will listen to it. Maybe I will like it, okay? So I have to listen to something while I work on Sundays. Bye for now.